Morning. I've walked back into a hailstorm of abusive post. um, this is great. I got up this morning. I think last night, someone had posted on More Corrupt Coppers 21. Police. A lot of police are friends of mine, so stop causing trouble. Sorry, mate. I think you've got the wrong friends. You imagine coming on my channel and saying that? That's worse than the woman whose uncle or something worked for the council and had obviously gone a bit funny in the head and was in a care home, and she was moaning about the £900 a week charges. I think it's about £1,000 a week charges, and he only got £900 a week pension. Only got £3,600 a month pension, mind you. Right, firstly, at least you put this one in an envelope. That's something that many of your predecessors have not managed to do. However, putting urgent for immediate attention notice of attendance kind of gives the game away, mate. So you've just financially embarrassed me in front of the rest of the household members. And since you do not know how many household members there are, you've just broken the law. Right, before I get on to this, this is unbelievable. Apart from that visit, I've had another letter from CDER, right, so it's just turning into harassment now, basically. I've also had a letter from Cabo Financial, another debt collector, right. Now this goes back about 9 years, I think. It was a Royal Bank of Scotland credit card, right? So obviously all that's gone. It's a statute of limitations, blah blah blah. They're still writing to me, right? But get this is the best bit. This is what I wanted to highlight. I've kept both the envelopes, right? Return address, PO Box 189 Huddersfield, HD81DY. That was one of them, right? The other one, completely different firm. Return address, PO Box 189 Huddersfield, HD81DY. Right, so maybe you're all using the same mailing firm, but really, I'm smelling a rat there. And it's about this big. So yes, as well as my visit this week, which, by the way, you were on camera, mate, frantically writing things down. So if that was real, if that had come from a court, everything would be already written down. You wouldn't need to write anything on it, would you? God. And let's not forget, these warrants are supposed... I think, I'm not entirely sure, because I've had absolutely no correspondence to say what these detail to, or refer to. I've had no correspondence as to the detail of the thing. Right, this amount is for this and this amount is for this, whatever. I think it's the speeding fine and the so-called assault charge, which, by the way, 2.5 years ago in May, when those 5 coppers stood outside ringing the doorbell and knocking for 27 minutes, I think it was called Cambridge Police Have Nothing Better to Do, or really have nothing better to do. If they'd had an assault charge on a warrant, they would have come through the door. So you don't have anything, guys. You know, let's not even think about the fact that these are 3, 4, 5 years out of date. So this is just the usual threatening. Non-payment of HM courts and tribunal service warrants. Well, that's another point. Let's see a warrant, because I've never seen a warrant. The police never once had a warrant. All the times they arrested me. And especially that time that lost that desk sergeant his job when he decided to keep me in the cells the whole weekend for questioning the validity of the arrest, which, as we sorted out in the cells reception, the footage for which they just happened to have lost, despite I was in there for about half an hour, as we sorted out in the cells reception, it had not been explained to me properly why I was being arrested. So... Immediate payment required. Non-payment of HM courts and tribunal service warrants issued to you by Medway Magistrates Court on 21st of the 9th, 2021. Well, no, I've had no warrants issued to me still. I've had threatening letters. That's not a warrant. That's just a threatening letter. Without a signature, I'll bet. Yes. Unless you pay the outstanding sum now, an enforcement agency will reattend your property and further costs may be incurred. But that's all right because I'm not paying anything, so you can add as many costs as you want. And I don't know when this one arrived, but it's got probably on Tuesday, which I think was the day he came round. An enforcement officer recently attended your property. In fact, he probably posted it. To take control of your goods. I missed the first bit on the camera. Seize goods may be removed and blah, 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 blah. Right, so that's just, I'll say it's just going towards harassment at this point. So I think, I can't make out this guy's name. J.R. Tender or Tendes, possibly. What I can do is make out his number. So that's 07591 403 498. Okay? I know this will be backwards, but if you can make out that name. Probably the light's not very good. There you go, there's his name underneath the number. So I don't know what that is, JR, JL, something. Tenders, or Tender. 07591 403 498. I think he's lonely. I think coronavirus, the lockdowns got him depressed and everything, which is something I have some experience of, as you know. And I think he needs a lot of people to speak to cheer him up. And feel free to mention the warrants are like 4 years out of date. Warrants. Well, the threatening letters from the court originally are 4 years out of date. Just for you, mate, who commented on my channel last night. There's going to be another corrupt coppers list coming up. Especially since you mentioned it. Ta-da!